medium has changed our life. When we used to go to office, we used to shut down 7 and come back and spend time with family. But now the situation is little different. At the same time, we should be very uh, important. It's very important to have a proper work life balance, because see, this is a single body which we will be getting. We have to protect it and work it, so we have to keep everything in a balance, in a way. Try to engage yourself in multiple other activities, wherein cycling has changed my life really. I cannot see, you cannot see me very slim, I know, but yes, I do cycling, little bit of exercises, spend time with your friends, go out, because that gives you very good balance, emotional control, wherein you are performing very good in your work. So that's one. Emotional control is one, definitely a very good quality that one should have, because it's a professional life will be entering. Work life balance, communication command, resilient. So these are the few skills that everyone should have. At the same time, you should work on your presentation is definitely your physical presentation, physical appearance. It is nothing like you are very well and you should wear the rich clothes and all. No, decent dressing is very enough. And whenever I have seen nowadays, like people coming out for very casual attitude with their when they're going for, when I used to go for my interviews, I need to make sure that I dressed up formally. This is, I know, very basic points everyone knows, but I just wanted to bring this into the picture from my past experiences. So these are very small things which can give you a big jump. So yes, these are the things.
Yes, rightly said, Jyoti. Rahul, can you add any of the skill sets you feel that the student should possess in this era?
Yeah, of course. To add on the points or to increase, I mean, to give in some more inputs. First thing that I would like to further elaborate communication. When we use the word communication, we mean expression of our thoughts and ideas. Actually, so need not that we have to be very fluent in English or all that, but the expression should be at its best, basically. Uh, Nowadays, I mean, I also would like to say कि ठीक है, there are a lot of guidance which is available in the college also, over the internet also, on resume making and stuff. Okay, but I still would say there are two, 3 points that I think students should focus on. First is making a very good resume, not copying it from their seniors or their friends and all that. Number one. Number two, it is good to mention that some extracurricular activity that you have done in this lockdown period. And there are, a lot of short-term courses, as I mentioned earlier, that I advise, we should do. You know what difference it makes? It makes when an employer takes an interview, he sees that, boss, this person is very active, actually. And resume, of course, is the first point that we should be very thorough with. We should make it very well. Number two, generally we need to do email applications these days. So I have seen students attaching the resume in the mail and writing nothing in the mail body. You know, so that is something that should be avoided. There should be some 2, 3, 4 liner email, which should be mentioning about your skills and in my time we used to write application letter followed by resume. We used to carry a hard copy of the resume, but gone are those days. Actually, you can make your resume very very presentable. There is if you are aware of Adobe or the PDF version, a new free liquid version of PDF has come in the market. Actually, if you use that, you can make your resume very very presentable. I'll probably share the link with that of those new formats of PDFs once the presentation is done here. So first is resume making, that should be very very proper and clear. Number two, there should be a standard template for the email writing, application writing. There should be clarity on the subject. There should be clarity on what matter you're writing. And when you get a chance or opportunity to get interviewed somewhere, okay, you should be very flexible to work. Okay, if someone asks you, hey, are you interested to work for 14, 15 hours a day? The answer should be yes. Hey, I mean, are you interested to work even on Saturdays and Sundays? The answer should be yes. Okay. Say for example, see, at this time, getting a job is very, very important. But trust me, 4, 5, 6 months down the line, this job market is going to turn around. There will be a scarcity of good supply. It has always been actually. Still, I mean, my customers and my clients struggle a lot to get a good resource. When I say a good resource at entry level, only expectation is the person is presenting himself properly, communicating well, and he's showing, the flexibility or the willingness to work. You know, the work attitude should be there. That's all, and then you get your job. Because as a fresher, none of my customers expect that the person should be, knowing so many work processes or workflows, etc. Only thing is that the person should be willing to work, and that should be expressed at the time of interview. And then, say for example, you may say, ki, "Hey, I'm doing MBA in marketing and sales, but I always aspire to be, doing a branding job." But then that's okay if you get a sales job now, okay, and you can switch into branding role whenever you get into that. So that is thing. So communication, of course, and basically letting your future employer or letting the company know that okay, I'm ready to work, provided I have training and all. See, flexibility to work is very, very important. You cannot you cannot be having choices. I want this only. I want this working hours only. I want 5 days week only. I want this. I want that. No, no, no. At entry level, when jobs market are so tough, okay, you have to be flexible. You develop yourself. You create your own value in the organization. Then the organization will take you to a better level, basically. But now, as of now, increase your develop your communication level, both oral and written. Presentability too, of course. But then try and be more flexible. You should be willing to work. Okay, there is one saying ki when if a person is willing to work, the skill of the person automatically can be developed. Okay, you cannot just develop the skill of a person if you don't have any will to work. So have will to work, and there are a lot of jobs which are waiting for you, all of you. Okay, because we here struggle to get good people. Still, ma'am, I can tell you this. We really me and my customers. Very recently, we started working with TCS and one of the big companies here actually. So we really struggle to get good people. Still, I'm telling you. But then, of course, the demand, the supply part is more. There's no, second opinion on that. But then the willpower, the willingness to work, the willingness to put hard work, is very, very important. Try and invest on yourself. As Warren Buffett says, best investment is investing in ourselves. So try
Yes.
and invest in your developing your skill. There is again an interesting book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. The last habit is sharpening the saw is the topic. So sharpening the saw means you have to develop your skill sets basically. Once you develop that, the whole world is an open market for all of you now. You know, because with the work from home concept and all that, you will not imagine you can work for a job maybe in Singapore, sitting in Nagpur. That's really possible. So communication one, and be flexible to work. Actually, be willing to put in hard work now. You will definitely get the jobs of your aspirations very soon. So that's all for me.
Ria, could you add something?
Yes, please, please. Things have been beautifully covered by Juby ma'am and Rahul sir. Even if we take a campus recruitment program or we have walk-ins, we get we get almost 300 people who come down for an interview. But out of the 200, 300 people, we find it very difficult to select 10, 15 good candidates. So like sir and ma'am said, getting a good resource is a difficult job. For freshers, I would say things are very simple. The company knows they are fresher and they don't expect much. All they require, like they have beautifully elaborated the topic of good communication skills. Especially, people usually focus on verbal skills, like sir has said. When people make applications, today most of the applications are made through emails. Please also work on your written communications as well. I'll be covering the CRT program in just 2 minutes on the later part, what I see. Then the second thing which I see, communication, and there are times when knowledge, skills, and attitude. Sometimes we find the candidate, for he's a fresher, he does not have that much of knowledge that he's supposed to have. We ask very basic questions. We ask, there's a marketing student, we'll ask him what are the 4 P's of marketing. If he's an HR student, we'll ask some Maslow model. And there are times when people are not able to answer that. So my humble request would be, whenever you people go for an interview, if you are going for an HR job or for a marketing job, please study what you have been studying in your MBA. Just retouch, like you said, communication is not, you don't need to express the entire, or you don't need to explain the entire theory, just a gist of it in a summarized way. That's it. Second thing that I find is, there are times when the the person has this, yes, first you should work on your MS Excel, MS PowerPoint, and your MS Word. These 3 things is a deal breaker or a deal maker, especially if you're looking for, if you're into finance, marketing, or HR, or anywhere. MS Excel, MS Word, and MS PowerPoint. Please, you have ample of time. Do work your skills on. If you have a friend, do ask help from him. Or there are many YouTube tutorials available. Please do that. Third thing that I would say is the attitude of the employee. We get candidates who we hire for rural area. It's for from Maharashtra till Goa. So there's a high time that we get candidates. So there are times when the candidate does not even an M, to be very honest. But what we willingness to learn. The adding the personality, like Juby ma'am said, is something that triggers and makes us recruiter want that resource in our team, because the management or your seniors, they want an employee, or they want a team work, a team member who is very easy to work with. Especially in such times, we want candidates who are very flexible, who are very adaptable, and are very sincere. These are qualities seems very simple, but are very difficult to find. And yes, and one more thing that I've come across, especially I work in a banking sector. So the crowd that we have here, the students must be in their early 20s. Whenever you apply for a bank or NBFC or any financial institution, do ensure that you go through your CIBIL check. CIBIL check is like your credit history part, because there have been times we have lost really deserving candidates, like they were custom fit for the job or for the profile that we were looking, but they had a negative CIBIL. So please ensure that you have a good CIBIL rating, because today recruiters in that, I'm talking very industry specific, for I come from a banking industry. I'm not sure whether they check CIBIL in other industry, but yes, if you're applying, please ensure that. And that's it, ma'am. And what else? And like sir said, what gives you an edge? People must be applying somewhere. All must be MBA freshers, right? What will give you an edge? Like in these times, they'll say, okay, so you did not have your exams were postponed. So what did you do? rightly said, people must be doing some LinkedIn courses. This shows the character and the willingness to learn, that you are taking efforts. There might be a chance that if we ask you about that very topic of what you have taken course, you might not be able to explain it very well. But what shows that this person takes effort, and this person is very serious about his or her career, and is taking the path which are different and which is setting him or her apart from the normal crowd that we get. So the main thing that I would request every student would be, just see, whenever you write down your resume, like sir said, don't copy it from anyone, make it very genuine, because there is time we'll be seeing your resume, we won't be meeting you as in person, right? So your resume gives us the first impression. And I know there are times people write their email ID and mobile number wrong. So even if we like the candidate, it is very difficult to, reach the candidate very, we cannot reach the candidate even if we want. And second thing that I would like, people might be going now for the CRT thing. Ma'am, they are done with the CRT program.
Yes.
They are done with that. So
Yeah, but there are other students also. We have some students who are in their graduation itself. I mean, not all the MBA students as well in this group.
Okay, great. So what I'll recommend a student is, even when you apply for an interview, there would be processes. First, like there would be a test. Usually, first you have to give a test. Once you clear the test, then only you will be eligible for an interview round. I'm sharing the process of HDFC Bank. In that, you'll be having your quantitative aptitude, your verbal reasoning, your basic GK, and domain based questions. Okay, please, humble request, that is the first step. No, you might be doing very well, or if you don't clear that first step itself, you won't be going to the other, further processes. Please give importance, especially people who would be applying for jobs. There's a high chance that you people will be having online tests. Please study well for your CRT, and for your GDs. There would be, we are conducting GD group discussion, online group discussion as well. So whatever you have learned, it's time to reskill, upskill things. And what I'll suggest, if you find that in GDs, I have found that people speak upon. What I'll suggest is, to read, this is a hack. When you open a newspaper, you find a page called editorials and opinions. Okay, so editorial and opinion, that is not the news. Please, that is not the news. That is about a current topic which is going on, and a person. Suppose there's a Supreme Court. There's a verdict by a Supreme Court. So a lawyer of the Supreme Court will be writing down his opinion. Okay, so you'll understand what is happening around. You'll have a better knowledge of things, what are awareness, because even awareness would matter. So I would not suggest start reading newspaper, just go for the opinion and the editorial pages to get a better understanding of things that are happening around. And I would suggest two books that I found. This one, if you're finding, this is called Word Power Made Easy. You'll find it on any online store, and I'm so sure that you must have studied it as well for your MBA entrances, or there are graduate students who will be studying for their MBA entrances or any entrances for matter of say. In this book, what you'll find, the vocabulary that they use, it is business English that we speak in day-to-day business. Do give this book a try, read about it on Google. And second thing, like ma'am had said, Zubi ma'am had said, you need to be very focused. It's a very good time, and even Rahul sir said, you need to invest this time you have on yourself. It is a very important phase of your life. Okay, there's this book called Ikigai. Okay, you can just Google the term. If you want, you'll find. If you don't want to read the book, you can find the summary on YouTube as well. Okay, the main purpose is, like, sit down with yourself, know what you want to do with your if you're know the reason why you want to work in marketing, why you want to work in HR. Because there's a high chance you need to explain it to the others, but also you'll be working, if you get into marketing on HR, for the next 30, 40 years of your life, you'll be working in that domain. Okay, so have a certain clarity and of what you want to do in your life, both. It's not just only for your career, but in other spheres of your life. Like work life balance is very important. And I know that is a very far fetched topic as of now, but yes, streamlining things from now would be helping you.
Okay. Many of the students, they have that notion. Okay, fine. I have, my area is HR, or my area is finance, my area is operations, right? But actually, they are, they are really, I can say they're naive. Even they go into the third semester, or they do their majors in these areas, they still are not aware of the various subsectors which are prevailing in these core areas. These are broad areas. Finance is a very broad area, but as a student they should at least know what is that area, sub area, or the subset in the financial area which I am interested in, right? So I would like the panelists to please throw light on the subsectors prevailing in the different core areas. Yes, any of the panelists, please.
So may I?
Yes, Rahul.
Okay. Um, First of all, it is not necessary sometimes that you are from X education background and you should be making the career in that line only. You know, say now I am basically from engineering background and I worked in some factories and industries before, and now I'm doing human resource consulting, which is nowhere related to what I've studied. But then, what I could say, or what I could, what I could tell your students is that when you're in college, you are in some, perceptive world. Ki, okay, this must be the job, or this is something that I would be doing, and all that. But what I can say is that until and unless you jump in the water, you'll not find out what you will do. Typically, in say, there are basic three domains, if I'm not wrong. It's sales and marketing, HR, finance, and business analytics, I guess.
Yes,
These are the four
operations as
areas.
well.
Yeah, so operations as well. So sales and marketing, of course, is a huge area in itself. Sales is different, marketing is different. In marketing, there are subdivisions like e-marketing, social media, digital media, SEOs, and so on. Sales, there are a lot of sales types: ATL, BTL, TTL type of sales. Then there are institutional sales, corporate sales, and so on. The sales lines are also very retail sales, and frontline sales. A lot of sales opportunities. In finance side, you have banking, you have banking relation, you have financial relations, you have fund advisory, you have a sector of investments where mutual funds and putting your funds in stock markets and all that. These are all very interesting fields, because finance has been something which has so many subsectors to in fact all of the verticals basically. Then MBA in operations. So in operations, operations is a term which is a general term used for any industry. In banking and finance, there is a operation system. There is a process basically. In manufacturing, there is a process. In all the sectors, there are processes. So analyzing these processes and getting your kind of a job into that is of course a thing. Then human resources. Human resource again is a huge work in itself. We have recruitment, we have employee relations, we have organization development, we have payroll, compliance, compensation benefits and so on. But what I would like to say, until and unless you don't jump into anything, until and unless you don't do anything, you will not realize what is good for you and what is what, first of all. And at entry level, we say in our language, you have to make your hands dirty and you have to make your white collar turn black with your sweat. Actually, you got to work basically.
Yes.
Until and unless you don't start anything, you'll not be able to get any of the directions. There are a lot of sectors now. There is something called as data analysis, which is a new sector which is coming up. Actually, we have this business analytics also stream in our college. So understanding data, making sense of those data is again a huge sector. There is an IT, IT touch to it, but analyzing that data, analyzing those statistics again, is a big sector in itself. In business analytics, this is actually it's one of the highly recruited MBA students in this sector these days, because there is a lot of analysis which is going on. You'll not imagine there is analysis in terms of how many people watch TV and what kind of episodes and all that. Forget those TRP ratings and all that. Those are the old terms now. The media industry is changing like anything, and all these new jobs require data analysis actually, because data is the future. Because what data and what statistics shows is the future. Then in operations, we have again a huge segment which is called as supply chain. Supply chain, you have manufacturing, you have logistics, you have procurement, you have vendor development. Those are again new sectors. So all these around 20-25 sectors and subsectors which I've mentioned require young blood to work or to invest time in that. So sectors are literally endless. Basically, it depends on you what kind of opportunity you get and what do you do of that opportunity. Doesn't matter it's a small job in a small company, okay? But what I personally feel is the smaller the company is, the bigger the role is actually. The bigger the company is, the smaller the role is. You are limited to one particular role. So don't look at the type and size of the company right now. Obviously, you should be fortunate enough to get associated with big brands like Riaz, HDFC, or HCL. But if you don't reach to that brands, you can join in a company, learn, and then go for such companies. So again, to learn swimming, you have to jump in water one day. Actually, there are a lot of subsectors, no doubt on that. I can also provide a list post this session, and we can pass on to your students. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, because around it would be 40-50 subsectors that what you can look into.
Right.
But then right now, get what you're getting. Grab what you're getting now, and then do it. And due to this the overall COVID situation, companies are not even asking ki, okay, your MBA result is done or no, and all that. They just want ki, okay, you're willing to work. Hey, come on, work with me. That is happening. So.
Right. Rightly put forward. Yes, data analysis is something which everyone should look forward for, because it's not just marketing. We move from marketing to marketing analytics. It's not just HR. We're moving from HR to HR analytics, right? So as the world is moving, as the scenario is changing, so we need to adapt to the scenario to become employable. Well, jobs, they will continue to be created, but then they need they need an educated workforce. I will say, hashtag skilled workforce, and many in the sunrise subsectors as well. So we need to recognize, it's time to recognize the new opportunities, and we need to prepare the supply side. Right. So supply side is more, but then we need to be prepared, because the company is going to pick you up. And if they are picking up from a lot, so obviously there should be something X factor within the student why the company is going to pick you up. Well, as put forward by all the panelists. So we are through with the skill sets which are required, the changing scenario, the changing employability scenario, how to cope up with the unemployability, how to take leverage of the other options, the online options which are available for us. So indeed, I hope the students have got many of the inputs and answers to their questions. Right. In case the student have any other question to be asked to the panelists, please come forward. Any of the student who would like to put on any question?
Ma'am, I would like to ask.
Okay. Yes, Vaishnavi.
Ma'am, I would like to ask to Ria, ma'am, that ma'am, you belong to your core recruitment in, and what are the skill set you look in for the candidate?
Vaishnavi, thank you for the question. First of all, what happens is the skill set would be dependent upon the profile that I'm looking for. Now, considering you people are fresher, like Jubi ma'am, Rahul sir said, I have elaborated on it. For freshers, it is like I've said, MS Excel, MS Word, MS PowerPoint, good communication skills, willingness to learn, and a personality. Now, what is a personality? It seems you don't have to be. Personality is something that if you come for an interview, we should see that there's this person, she or he is really willing to work, and we see that this person who's coming, this is a very important factor. What makes us consider a candidate is that candidate who is coming to us will stay with us for a long time. We don't want high employee turnover. Okay, so that would be it. And if you want a detailed discussion, what we can do is, because now since these panelists is a very experienced panelist, what I can do is, I have certain modules made for my CRT, what I usually do for that. I can share that to Vaishali ma'am. So what we can do is, we can have a different session on it, because if I start speaking on the GDs and the small details, it would deviate from the main purpose of the topic.
Sorry, yeah. Like we'll have a session wherein you can share with the students like what are the skills to be developed. Exactly. And how the the recruitment process is taken care of in HDFC.
Exactly, everything from mock interviews to everything.
To everything, right? Any other question from anyone?
Okay, so don't worry about that. I'm completely open to it.
Do we have any other question? Okay, I think the session was quite elaborative, wherein the panelists have really put forward their actual experiences. Because like I have seen you as the students, and change from a student, when we used to pester you all to attend the CRT classes or something like that. And now when you are pestering others, so yes, you do have to attend it. So there's a drastic change, because that comes from the evolvement, right? That's the development. And development, it doesn't take place in a minute or in an hour or in a single panel discussion. So skill sets, I would like to emphasize that yes, the what I can say, the crux of the panel discussion today was that yes, every student need to develop the skill sets. And it's not only that once I have I have attended 3 Coursera courses, or I have done 2 NPTEL courses, and so that is added to my resume. No, the development process, it goes on and on. And skills, you have to update yourselves, because every now and then, as you find something new is coming up, something new is popping up. So every student should be adapted to the changing skill sets required, so that they become more employable in the future. Well, over to Vaishnavi.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. And lastly, I would like to share my heartfelt gratitude on behalf of every participant and everybody to our eminent panelists for sharing their precious and valuable time with us. Hopefully, your credentials shared would be definitely make our future and ways brighter. Thank you.
Well,
thank you so much, Vaishnavi. Thanks for having me. Yeah,
thank you, Zubi, Ria, and Rahul.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
We'll get back to you then. Okay,
yeah.
Fine. Thank you.